It's a new year, and with it new hopes and dreams comes as well. I was looking at the game releases of 2023 and decided to make a video about what can we expect of 2023 and what are my hopes for some of the games this year. I'll be putting release dates in the bottom of the screen if you want to mark on your calendars as well. So let's get started. January will be a slow month for me. The biggest release is the Dead Space remake, but since I'm not into horror games, I'll be skipping that. The other big release of the month is Forspoken, though I feel that I only classify this as a big release because Square Enix keeps shoving it on every showcase they can. The only other releases of notice are the Persona ports of 3 and 4 and Fire Emblem Engage, but while I can respect each one for their legacies, I was never that big on either of them. For February, I'm interested in Hogwarts Legacy and Octopath Traveler 2. Hogwarts Legacy is more of a curiosity due to me being a long-time Harry Potter fan. I think me liking that game will depend a lot on how much freedom it gives. Octopath Traveler 2 is the one I'm really interested in. I like the first one, but I agree with most of the criticisms it got, mainly the one about not feeling like you are in an actual party. I'm not sure if having side quests featuring a second character together will be the solution to this problem, but at least it shows the devs did try to solve it. The other releases that caught my interest are Wild Hearts and Like a Dragon Ishin, though I feel both of them might end up going to my backlog. I like the Yakuza games but not in a hurry to play it since I tend to waste a lot of time in them, and Wild Hearts has just never got my interest enough to the point of making me play it. I'll probably wait for reviews to decide whether I'll play it or not. I'll probably be taking a look at Wolong in March, but the game that I'm really looking forward in that month is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I like the first one, and if you watched my trailer breakdown, you already have an idea of what were my problems with the first one. In a way, it's on the same boat as Octopath Traveler for me, a first game that had some issues but with a solid foundation. RE4 Remake is closing March, and while I won't play it, it will definitely be amusing seeing people losing their minds over it, and all the mods that will pop out in hours. April will be another slow month, granted that once we are out of the first quarter, the amount of games with set release dates diminishes, so by the time we get to April things might have changed. Still, if Team Cherry wants to release Silksong in April, they are more than welcome. Come on Team Cherry.
Do it.
May is taken already. With Legends of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom releasing on the first half of the month and Suicide Squad releasing on the second half, I don't think anyone will be crazy enough to release their big game on May. Even indies I think will try to avoid this month. June will also be stacked, though I feel that the big games there don't compete much with each other. Diablo 4 and Street Fighter 6 will release days away from each other, but there's not much overlap among the player base of each franchise, so I don't think they'll get into a direct competition. I'll be checking Street Fighter 6 since I'm more into Street Fighter than I am into Diablo, plus I think Capcom has been hitting all the right notes when it comes to appealing to a more casual player like myself. The biggest release of June is Final Fantasy XVI, and while I won't be able to play it right away since I'm a PC player, I do trust Yoshi P, so I expect it to be good. We went over the games that already have a set date, now let's see what games have a release window. As I joked before, it would be great if Silksong released in April, but the only thing we know for sure is that it is releasing on the first half of 2023. If it's just as good as Hollow Knight, it will already be worth the wait, but if it ends up being better than it, it will be the uncontested goatee for me. Starfield is the other big release of the year, although for different reasons than Silksong. Whether it will be good or bad, Starfield will be amusing, and Bethesda is clearly leaving empty planets as playgrounds for mods, so the game might end up having a very large lifespan. From the big developers, the last game I want to talk about is Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name, the game that will bridge the gap between Like a Dragon 7 and 8. The main reason I'm interested in this game is because of the return to the traditional beat-em-up action, instead of the RPG of Like a Dragon 7. I like RPGs, but Yakuza as an RPG just never felt right to me. Now for the smaller games. I'm interested in Nine Sols. I talked about it in one of my impressions video. It was definitely among the ones that I enjoyed the most of the demos. It is slated to come out in the second quarter of 2023. Another demo that I enjoyed and that will have a full release in 2023 is Gumbrella. The controls of the demo could use a little extra polish, but even in the demo they felt tight. My only concern with it is length, since the demo felt like it was dragging towards the end, even if it was a small demo. The last indie that I want to play this year is Dredge. The Lovecraft and fishing game was my favorite of the last Steam Next Fest, and it really hooked me from the get-go, and I hope that the full game manages to keep me hooked for many hours as well. These were my hopes and expectations for games that I'm looking forward to, as well as games that I feel will be interesting this year. I left a few games out because I think they will not release on 2023 even if they say they do, like FF7 Rebirth. If you think there are other games worth talking about releasing in 2023, leave a comment below and I'll see you in the next video.